Somewhere in this picture is the very spot where Los Angeles was settled. It began as a sleepy town and grew into a city covering 400 square miles. Today, its buildings are among the tallest and most advanced on the West Coast. Protecting this metropolis are over 100 Los Angeles City fire stations. Many of these stations were built in the early 20th century to serve smaller, more compact communities. Over time, these smaller communities expanded, and so have the duties of the Los Angeles City Fire Department. This expansion of duties has rendered many of these stations obsolete. Proposition F was placed on the ballot and passed by voters in November 2000. The bond measure targets 19 stations and replaces them with new structures meeting the latest standards for form and function. So these stations are not forgotten. Then and Now is an archive dedicated to preserving them on film. We'll get to know these stations using guided tours of the buildings themselves.
And on the apparatus floor is where the resources are housed. We have a single engine in the rear, old formation where you have the rescue in the front and the fire engine in the rear, because traditionally the rescue ran a little bit more, and when I say ran, it was a little bit busier than the fire engine.
We'll conclude by showing you the heart and soul of these stations, the firefighters who live and work there day in and day out.
Brand new shirt.
This is firefighter Kenny Hasten.
So sit back and enjoy the journey. This is the then and now of your Los Angeles City Fire Department. Los Angeles' downtown corridor is subdivided into a series of aptly named communities, such as this one. Reflecting the ethnic diversity are communities like Chinatown and Little Tokyo. Celebrating the arts is the appropriately named Arts District. The average Angelino simply calls this bit of terra firma downtown Los Angeles. It's home to commerce, entertainment, sports, and government. It's once again a transportation hub, with the nearby 4-level interchange being the most traveled stretch of pavement in the nation. Families are even choosing to raise their children here. Protecting all of this and more is Los Angeles City Fire Station number 4. The station was located at 800 North Main Street, just 1 block east of Chinatown. Though an older station, there were no complaints about space inside or out. The building comfortably housed all apparatus and crews assigned to her. Unlike many of the other stations in Then and Now's archive, Station 4 appeared to have at least 20 or more years of service left in her. The Los Angeles City Fire Department saw it differently and replaced this structure with a new one located just to the southeast of this location. The City of Los Angeles built its new Emergency Operations Center at 450 East Temple. The new center, seen here during construction, is a state-of-the-art facility housing both police and fire operations along with the Office of Emergency Services. The primary purpose of this structure comes during catastrophic emergencies such as earthquakes or fires. This is the period of time when a well-coordinated response by all city agencies is essential. Located on this property is the building housing the crew of Fire Station Number 4. Returning to Old Fire Station 4, we found a station that went into service on December 22, 1948. Captain George Trejo is one of the station's 3 on-duty captains.
Hi, I'm Captain George Trejo here. I'm on the A platoon at Fire Station 4, and this house consists of 18 members per shift. We have a task force, a rescue ambulance, that's an EMT ambulance, and then a paramedic ambulance, and then a hazardous materials squad.
So give me a rundown then of everything that's in here.
All right, starting from that end, well, the truck's not here right now, the engine's not here, of course, but we have the that 800 ambulance would be in front. Right now, they sent those people out for details because they needed a paramedic who was working overtime on that. So we have the 800 ambulance sitting there. Then we'd have the main squad online right there, was sitting there. And then we'd have the surge squad in back of that. And then the second bay would be the truck. And then the 200 series pump, the engine, back of that. And we'd have the paramedic ambulance up front here. And then we'd have the engine right here. And then, of course, we have the plug buggy.